We are here for the women's basketball game. We have the Oswego Lakers today playing the Buffalo State Bengals. Oswego is coming off a loss right now to SUNY Cortland. They're sitting in at a 3-4 record, with Buffalo State holding a 3-2 record as we are getting into the starting lineups right here. My name is Aiden Donnellan. I will be your play-by-play commentator today, and I'm here with Trent Wilkinson as color. Trent, what do you think? What do you think is going to be the game here today?
Well, this is going to be a very interesting game. And one of the things I'm going to be looking at is some of the key shooters from both sides. See if they can pick up some double-digit points to win this game. Should be a fun one.
Yeah, absolutely. For Buffalo State, the key girl to look out for today is Katie Villarini. She's averaging 27.2 points per game. Another one, Tashani Cornfield for Buffalo State, averaging 16 points per game. These two are clearly the two best players leading the stat sheet. What does Oswego got to do to contain them to keep their points down?
Well, you got to guard them, first of all, because they are threat shooters, especially from the wing. And those two from one of the shooters as well, let's not forget, 33 points she recorded against Brighton and Stanton 2 games ago. So it's going to be very important that these Lakers do not give up any points, especially allow any individual to give up at least 20, 25, or even 30 points. Got to defend.
Absolutely. Definitely got to keep those top two players in check. For the Lakers, we're looking out for some of the leading scorers this year, like Danielle Cavana, who's averaging 15.6 points per game. Chaston Giles, who's usually the guard running their offense, averaging 10 points per game. And then you got girls like Elena Johnson, averaging 7 points per game, another starter. Logan Castiglione, averaging 5.9 points per game. The Lakers seem to be really well balanced. All their starters they kind of mix and match. They have scorers all over the place. So I think if they just move the ball really well, trying to get everyone going, keeping everyone involved, it could be a good game here for the Lakers. But they do have the worst record right now at 3-4, have played more games, so have more experience right now than Buffalo State. But Buffalo State does have a better record percentage-wise with 3-2. I think it's going to be a really good game here, Trent.
Yeah. And this is a conference competition, too. This is Buffalo State's first SUNYAC conference game this season. So it's going to be important that they start off with a victory, not just in the overall and to start off their winning streak, but as well in the SUNYAC. You like to start 1-0, then 0-1.
Absolutely. Both teams coming off a loss. As we mentioned, the Lakers just recently lost to Cortland. The Bengals just recently lost to DUville. So both teams coming off a loss, trying to bounce back stronger than ever. We'll see what both teams come out here to start with.
I see Diamond Pickett near the center of the court. I think she's the one that I'm going to keep my eyes on. In the last 3 of the 4 games, she has recorded double-doubles, so it's going to be important that she's going to be moving around all over this court tonight.
And we are underway here, ladies and gentlemen. Buffalo State wins the tip. And a quick three-pointer right off the bat is good from Zavia Jamie, making it a quick 3-0 for Buffalo State. Lakers are on the run, though. Setting it up is Castiglione. Up to Giles. Top of the perimeter, inside to Pickett. Pickett on the elbow free throw line, kicks it to the corner. Elena Johnson inside to Pickett. Pickett throws up a floater, doesn't get it to go. Second chance, rebound, into the corner for 3. Into the corner to Danielle Cavana for 3 to tie up the game. 9 minutes and 15 seconds left, and we have a tie game here, 3-3 right off the bat. And Bengals with another quick 3. Shawnee Cornfield could not get that one to go as Giles brings it up for the Lakers offense here. Giles with a quick little skip pass into Pickett. Pickett outside of Cavana. Cavana traveled there. It will be turnover.
Boy, that was just unbelievable response from the baseline, trying to tie this game up in 3. And how about Jamie, though? No hesitation at all. 15 seconds in the game and picking up a deep three-pointer.
And as the Bengals are in the post here, double team comes down on the right block. We're on the right perimeter. Up top for 3. Brianna Smith doesn't go. Giles running the break for the Lakers. Giles at the top of the perimeter, guarded closely. Between the legs, crossover, still guarded very tight. Foul's called on the floor. Foul will be on Xavier Jamie with a reach-in foul as the Lakers will take it out on the sideline. Real fast-paced game here to start, huh, Trent?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And these players know this is one of those important games right here. We're going to see how well Buffalo State can defend, too, as much as we're going to see from the Lakers.
And Castiglione got the ball on the elbow there, tried to drive, a little too aggressive, goes into the defender on the Bengals. Refs call a charging foul there. Score is still 3-3, tie ball game here with 8 minutes left in this first quarter. As the Bengals are moving it around up top of the perimeter. Left wing over to Jamie. Into the post. Hook shot from Brianna Smith does not go. Rebounded by Castiglione. She's on the run. Gets tripped up on the way. Reach-in foul is called.
And that's a second foul on Jamie. She's got to be careful not to commit way too many fouls, because otherwise they'll head you on the bench and take him for a rest for a bit.
Absolutely. You got to love the energy that they're having here defensively, but picking them up on half court can be risky sometimes, like as you just said, because 2 quick fouls right off the bat. As Giles bringing up the ball at the top of the perimeter for the Lakers. Setting up the offense over to Johnson on the right wing. Inside to Pickett. Pickett one dribble. One-handed pass.
Wow!
From Chaston Giles inside to Danielle Cavana. What a great one-handed assist there as the Bengals are on the run. Josie Fleming on the drive. Kicks it out for 3. Adia Jones with the 3 from the right wing to make it 6-5 Buffalo State. With 7:15 left in this first quarter as Castiglione drives middle for the Lakers. Gets some contact, doesn't get the call though. Bengals back on the run. Here comes Katie Villarini. She's the one we're looking out for, leading scorer this year. Kicking it out up top. Another 3-pointer goes up. Does not go for Brianna Smith. Offensive rebound from Villarini. Brianna Smith offensive rebound gets this bucket to go. Making it 8-5 Buffalo State. Second chance opportunities are big here so far, right, Trent?
Oh, yeah, you just got to get to the ball. It's a simple thing to do in the offense if you want to get second chance points.
And Cavana drives and kicks it out of Castiglione. Does not get the 3 to go from the corner. Giles up top, slowing down the offense. Pulls a quick 3, though, out of nowhere. Drains it to make it 8-8 to tie the game. Just when you thought she was going to slow it up, takes a quick 3 and nails it.
This is going to be one heck of an action you're going to be seeing right here offensively.
Absolutely. As we said, this game has been very fast-paced, and it is continuing as the Bengals are working it around. Villarini on the drive. Quick pull-up jumper is good to make it 10-8 Buffalo State. Just under 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. As Giles getting a little fancy here. One-handed pass into Pickett on the right post. Pickett doubled to back out to Giles for 3. Back-to-back 3s for Giles to make it 11-10 Lakers, giving them the lead. This is really back and forth here. Up top for the Bengals. 3-pointer up for Fleming, does not go. Giles here on the run for the Lakers, leading the fast break. Out to the wing to Cavana. Cavana does not get the 3 to go. Offensive rebound from Giles, though. She gets doubled, but gets it to Pickett. Pickett on the drive down the middle. Does not get the bucket to go, but gets the blocking foul called. Great drive, aggressive drive there from Pickett. Going down the middle, using her size to her advantage, being aggressive. She will get 2 free throws here. Gotta love the aggression for both teams here.
Oh, man, Aiden, I can't stress to you enough. This is just an unbelievable back-and-forth start to this game between both teams. Going from 3-pointers, trying to drive to the paint, and also being disciplined, too. And
the first free throw was no good there. I think there was a little confusion. I think Pickett may have thought there was only 1 free throw there as she ran for the offensive rebound. Little bit of a brain fart right there, and they're laughing it off, both teams. But it's okay, as she will go for the second free throw here and try to convert on this one to tie it up. And she does to make it 12-10. I'm sorry, that will give the Lakers a 2-point lead now against Buffalo State here with just about 5 minutes left in this first quarter, with the Lakers having a 2-point lead at 12-10 as they're pushing up the tempo still. Over to Kayvana on the left wing. Into the corner to Pickett. Pickett back up to Giles. Kayvana on the cut. Giles tries to get it in. Scuffle on the ground, body sitting the floor. And the Bengals come up with it. And Cornfield is on the run for the Bengals. Kicks it into the corner. Up top is Heaven Rollick. Giving it back to Katie Villarini, and that will be a travel. Try to take a quick little stutter step and run. Ref saw too much there to call it a travel. Still 12-10 here, Oswego, with 4:33 left in this first quarter.
Both teams definitely going to need a timeout. This is incredible.
Yeah, and as you were saying, both teams playing with such fast pace, and they're coming from everywhere. We saw 2 threes from Chasten Giles. We're seeing inside buckets from Pickett, and we're seeing some outside shots and shots in the paint from the Bengals as well.
You know, this is one of the things I actually thought about before the game, Aiden, is are the three-pointers going to be a factor here? And I figured it would, but that early start, though, I never thought. I mean, we saw Giles, as you mentioned, back-to-back three-pointers. And here they are right now, ahead by 2 points. It's just an amazing match so far.
Absolutely. Both teams definitely playing with a sense of urgency. Both teams do not look afraid, do not look scared to pull the trigger from the three-point line, do not look afraid to throw their bodies on the floor. We saw a lot of aggression with loose balls and everyone laying body down on the floor. Love to see that aggression from both teams, and that's why we got a close game here. As we're closing in on this timeout from both teams in their huddles. Still looking at 12-10, Lakers leading with 4:33 left in this first quarter.
I see Villarini now for Buffalo State currently has 2 points. We're going to see how big of a threat she's going to be to the Lakers as we're trying to conclude the second portion of this first quarter period we got going on.
Absolutely, and as we mentioned, Villarini's averaging 27 points per game. So we're definitely going to be looking out for her to put on more of a show here for the rest of the game to keep her Buffalo State team alive. As the Lakers are moving the ball around, Pickett with the ball in the right corner. Up top is Raven Encarnacion. Into the corner to Kayvana. Kayvana crossover drive, gets fouled. And she will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. As we mentioned, Danielle Kayvana, leading scorer for the Lakers, 15.6 points per game, as she will take 2 free throws here. And the first one is good to give Oswego a 3-point lead, 13-10. She will take her second free throw here. Second free throw is no good. Offensive rebound by Pickett, however. Into the corner to Johnson. Johnson to Giles for 3. This one does not go. The Bengals are on the run. Inside. Cornfield tried to draw some contact there, does not get it to go. It will be Laker ball. As a couple substitutions here for the Lakers. Adia Jones, checks in for Elena Johnson. Just under 4 minutes left in this game as Oswego leads 13-10 against the Buffalo State Bengals. And as Pickett crossover from top of the perimeter. Giles up top, gives it to Kayvana, right perimeter, 3, does not get it to fall. Rebounded by Riley Dahman as the Bengals are on the run. Villarini on the drive, inside to Brianna Smith. Uses her size to her advantage, had a mismatch there down low on the block. It's getting an easy bucket there, 13-12, Oswego still up 1.
Yeah, that was just beautiful touch right there, and then narrows it to a point.
And the Bengals get the rebound there off a missed Lakers shot, and they're on the run. They're in a hurry here with a sense of urgency. Villarini with a big take. Thought she may have gotten fouled too, but gets an easy bucket to go in the paint to make it 14-13 Buffalo State. As Giles running the offense here, guarded closely up top. Right side is Pickett on the wing. Pickett over to Encarnacion, back to Giles. Into the corner is Niemczek for three. Logan Niemczek. Corner, tried for the three-pointer, called it a two though, as the Bengals come back and hit a three. A quick three there to make it 17-15 Buffalo State. Really fast pace here, trading buckets as Giles throws a one-handed pass inside to Pickett. Pickett corner into Encarnacion, does not get the three to go. Bengals are on the run. Here comes Villarini behind the back to Smith. Over to Cornfield on the drive left. Offensive rebound. Tries to get a foul, but great defense there from Giles, keeping her hands straight up. And here comes Kayvana for the Lakers, dribbling on the right side. And a foul is called on the play.
The coach is not happy about that.
Yeah, I believe they called an offensive foul there. It will be Bengals ball coming back. And here comes Villarini leading the offense for the Bengals. Brianna Smith up top. Back to Villarini on the right side. Here comes a screen set for Villarini. Pulls it for three. Does not get it to go. Rebounded Encarnacion. Up to Kayvana on the fast break. Crossover left. Does not get the scoop layup to go. Rebounded by Cornfield for the Bengals. She's on the run. And gets it stolen. Kayvana picks it up. Here come the Lakers. Encarnacion on the fast break. Takes it right at the defender. But gets called for the charge. What a great play from Villarini there to keep her position and get that charging call. What did you think of that?
Yeah, but they had the lack of recognition of where the ball was. They didn't handle it as quickly as they can, because if they would have, it would have been two players on the breakaway chance to tie this game up.
Absolutely. They definitely had numbers on the fast break. Could have been an easy conversion, but we're still looking at 17-15 here after that with just about a minute left. As Brianna Smith is in the post for the Bengals. Gets blocked, but they get a second chance here. Three-pointer goes up. No good for Riley Dahman, but offensive board gets blocked again. This time Adia Jones gets rejected, but another offensive chance. Brianna Smith doesn't get it to go. Finally gets another chance to finish it off and clean up a bucket to make it 19-15. 4-point lead here for Buffalo State. With 30 seconds left.
That was one great defense, getting a few blocks in, but unfortunately you're still allowed 2 points though, and it opens up to a 2-possession game.
Absolutely. Second chances are keys. They got about 5 there as a foul is on the play. Foul's called on the Lakers. Bengals will take the ball here on the sideline. There's a couple substitutions here for the end of the first quarter. Logan Castiglione comes back into the game for Raven Encarnacion. Along with Katie Lilly, who is in the game for the Lakers now as well. With just 10 seconds here in the first quarter as Bengals on the drive. Villarini with a floater off glass to make it 21-15. 3 seconds left. And the three-pointer goes up for the Lakers. No good for Danielle Kayvana. As we really have an intense game here, folks. Buffalo State with a 6-point lead, 21-15 at the end of one. We've really seen a lot of lead changes here, haven't we, Trent?
Oh, there's no doubt about that. From a lead to a tie, tie to a lead to another lead here. We've seen almost all of it so far right here. I will say, though, both teams are giving their hearts out. There's no question about that. They're great on their discipline. They're also shooting miraculously when they're going beyond the arc. But the one thing I will say, though, especially for Giles, I mean, that was an unbelievable one-handed touch for the pass to pick up an assist there. But I think now is the time to not be so much fancy. I mean, you want to confuse your opponents there by some tricks here, but I think it's more appropriate to say that it's not time to go fancy for these next few quarters as you're trying to win games, and especially trying to start off a winning streak here.
I agree. That was a beautiful pass on that play, but things like that can come back to bite you at some points. And as you were saying, if you can get a lot more people involved, obviously Giles hit a couple threes. Pickett's been getting it going down low in the post. But if they could really just start to move it around, not be as fancy, try to get everyone moving the ball, get everyone involved, the people on the bench, I think it could be more in their favor because, as we said, their scoring is very balanced. They have players that can shoot from the outside. They have players that can shoot from the inside and post up. So I think if they just try to play different parts of their game, it can be to their benefit.
Yeah, I think this game's got a chance where we may see both teams score at least 60 points in this game. Based off what we saw in the first quarter, we might be on pace for that depending on this upcoming quarter right here.
Absolutely, and this has been a defensive battle as well. There have been a lot of loose balls leading to fast break buckets. We'll see if that can continue. As Shania Iglesias checks in for the Lakers. Hey, Castiglione is up top to start this second quarter. On the drive, Castiglione does not get it to go. The floater comes off short. And here come the Bengals on the run. Villarini into the corner to Smith. Smith back up top. Adia Jones back out to Smith for three. Does not get the three-pointer to go. Rebounded by Nimechek. Nimechek to Iglesias running the fast break down the right side. Kicks it out to the corner. And tried to kick it to the corner there to Aaliyah Braxton for a three. But Iglesias gets called for the charge. We've seen multiple charging fouls called today.
Yeah, and I wouldn't use my timeout yet here, but I think it's important you got to recognize not to charge and make heavy contact towards an opponent.
As the Bengals moving it around up top, and a quick three goes up. Does not go for Adia Jones, but offensive rebound from Smith. Smith gets double teamed down low, ball goes out of bounds. Bengals will remain possession, take it out on the baseline.
Well, I like the defense so far, especially when they're on the paint and the Bengals are going for a shot right there. I like that they're raising their hands up and trying to get a block.
Absolutely. We've been seeing a lot of blocks today, a lot of charges. Really has been a defensive game as Smith is taking it out here for the Bengals. Guarded closely, almost close to a 5-second call, but gets it off. Up top is Villarini. Goes to the right side, kicks it out to the corner. Adia Jones hits the three from the corner to make it a 9-point lead here for Buffalo State. 24-15 now with just under 9 minutes left in this second quarter. And Nimechek over to Braxton with a mid-range pull-up right from around the free throw line to make it 17-24. And Villarini on the run for the Bengals, kicks it out. Up top, three-pointer goes up for Adia Jones, another three-pointer. It is now 27-17, a 10-point lead for Buffalo State. 8:20 left in this second quarter as Nimechek is moving the ball around, gets it over to Kevana. Kevana behind the back, driving down middle, gives it to the corner. Jumper does not go for Katie Lilly. As Villarini back on the run for the Bengals. Crossover left, try to scoop layup, fancy there, did not get it to go. Iglesias on the run for the Lakers. Quick stutter step, straight to the rim for a quick layup. Great hesitation move there from Iglesias to cut the deficit down to 8 for the Lakers. 27-19 as Bengals on offense. Three-pointer goes up, does not go. Looks like the Lakers are going to slow it up here, try to set up some sort of play. As Iglesias, another stutter step, taking it to the right side over to Katie Lilly. Up top is Castiglione. Up top to Kevana for three. Does not get it to go. Villarini slowing it down here for the Bengals. Guarded closely up top. Picks up her dribble. Over to Brianna Smith. Back to Villarini on the drive. And another charge is called. This time on the Bengals. We've seen a couple times the Lakers have gotten called for it. And that was Shania Iglesias, who stood her ground and stayed position to get that charge. Still looking at 27-19, Buffalo State 8-point lead here with 7 minutes left in this second period.
One thing I will say defensively for both teams, they got to have a player to defend another opposing player who is positioned right at the baseline or even beyond the 3-point mark. So it's important you don't want, because we've been seeing a lot of 3-pointers so far as the foul's been called on the Bengals, but it's important that you defend a player who is positioned beyond the arc, because we've been seeing wide open opportunities that either result in a miss or a make. So it's important to defend for both teams.
Absolutely. As a couple substitutions here for the Lakers. Elena Johnson checks back into the game for Katie Lilly. As Giles with a one-handed pass under the baseline to Castiglione, doesn't get it, but she gets a second chance opportunity. And the ref will call a jump ball with a little scuffle there. Possession arrow is in the Bengals' favor. Still looking at 8-point lead here for the Bengals, 27-19 with 6:40 left in this second period. As Villarini running the offense, swinging it around, giving everyone a touch. Quick three-pointer is up, though, from Grace Carey. No hesitation there. Thought an offensive play was about to be set. Pulls the trigger to make it 30-19 for Buffalo State as Pickett has the ball for the Lakers in the middle. Kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson back in the paint to Pickett. Doesn't get the jumper to go. Little jump hook comes up short as the Bengals are back on the run. Quick, aggressive drive from Cornfield to get an easy floater in the paint off glass. 32-19 Buffalo State with just under 6 minutes left. Giles up top, guarded closely on the Lakers. Crossover into the middle, pull-up jumper. Thought she may have got fouled too and hits the mid-range jumper. What a tough shot there. 32-21, Lakers cut the deficit to 11. Bengals on the right wing. Kicks it over to the corner. Cornfield has the ball. Into the paint is Rollick. Rollick with a turnaround jumper in the post does not get it to go. As Kayvana on the run for the Lakers. Kicks it over to Giles. Giles into the middle to Pickett. Pickett puts a one-on-one move. Corner to Johnson. For three, does not go. Rebounded by Cornfield. She's on the run. Football pass down the court. Into the post. Back out for a quick three from Villarini. Does not get it to go. Just under 5 minutes here. Still 32-21 Buffalo State. As Giles comes up and pulls up a quick three and nails it. No hesitation. Cutting the deficit to 8 points as the Bengals lead 32-24. As they will call a timeout here after that Giles three-pointer.
Unbelievable. What great response, too, especially giving up a lot of points in this quarter than the first quarter. And there's Giles making a three-pointer. Excellent decision right there, going for it.
Absolutely.
And that was also, that was a deep risk taker, too. Just want to add that thought to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just love the fact that there's no hesitation. I mean, and her team's obviously down Giles, and she knows she's one of the top scorers. She might have to try and get her team back in this game, and she's not hesitating whatsoever. She's pulling up for three, and the defense does not see it coming at all. And we're looking at 32-24 here still. What do you think the Lakers got to do to get them? They're already climbing their way back into this game. Only an 8-point deficit. Not hard to come back on if you really put all the effort in. What do you think the Lakers got to do specifically here to really take the lead here?
Watch who's got the ball defensively. You don't want to give up they've done an excellent job, as I said before in this quarter, where a shooter's in the paint and they got their heads up and they're going for a block. I like what they have done that defensively. At least offensively, one thing I noticed out of Iglesias is when she had the rebound, she took it over to the opposite side of the court and go on the fast break opportunity, picking up 2 points. So I would say when you get the rebound for the Lakers on the defensive side, you better go on the offensive side as soon as you can and try to drive it to the opponent's side of the paint. That will give you a great opportunity to narrow this lead.
As Villarini brings up the ball for the Bengals, over to Smith, over to Jones on the right perimeter. Back in the post to Jones. Double team over to the corner. Josie Fleming for three, does not get it to go. Offensive rebound, however, from Cornfield. and gets an easy left-handed layup to make it a 10-point lead here for Buffalo State. 34-24, 4:20 left in the second, as Giles gets a screen from Pickett for the Lakers. Over to Encarnacion on the drive. Encarnacion turns it over. Intercepted from Jones. Jones picks up her dribble over to Smith. And Smith on the drive there tried to get a little dump pass over to Cornfield, goes out of bounds as the Lakers will take possession here. Giles slowing it up here, bringing it up. Pressure has been on her all game, but that has not stopped her. Over to Pickett on the right wing. Up top, Encarnacion pulls a quick three, does not get it to go. Villarini bringing it up. On the drive, right side, baseline, corner, three-pointer goes up. Cornfield did not get it to go. Pickett with the rebound over to Giles. Giles pulls up for three. With the quick, no hesitation, as we've seen from her all game, does not get this one to go.
Where is that one individual that's trying to guard a person that's by the baseline of the three-pointer? That's the problem for the Lakers. They don't know what to do. They're thinking about double teaming with the ball carrier that's driving to the paint, and yet the Bengals have the recognition and find that player that's positioned at the baseline. That's the struggle that's going on for the Lakers so far.
As Lakers defending closely up top. And a quick pass inside for the Bengals to Smith. Smith in the paint. Spin move. Tries to draw some contact, did not get it to go. Kayvana on the run for the Lakers. Crossover to the left side. Kicks it out. Encarnacion on the drive with a floater in middle, does not get it to go. Villarini leading the fast break. Villarini crossover. Thinks about a pull-up jumper, but kicks it out. Three-pointer goes up, does not get it to go for Jones. Ball goes out of bounds there. The Lakers will take possession. As the offense has started to slow down a little bit here for both teams in the past couple of minutes.
Yeah, I would say you want to kick it up a notch for both teams as we're winding down to the last 2.5 minutes of this game.
And as the Lakers turn it over there, a fast break opportunity almost goes out of bounds. But it is saved there by the Bengals into the hands of Giles, however. Refs call a foul on the floor. Lakers will retain possession. And Giles slowing it up here, bringing the ball up for the Lakers. Looks like she's trying to run a play. She's calling something out. Pickett's communicating too. They're all moving around. Some off-ball screens here. Trying to get into the post to Pickett. Gets deflected. Pickett recovers. And a foul is called on the floor.
Johnson did not see Kavanaugh that was open on the far wing possession.
Yeah, as we were saying, a play looked like it was trying to be run there. Kavanaugh was open. Could have been a nice three-point opportunity, but was not seen. Lakers retain possession, however, as Giles has the ball on the right side of the wing. Between the legs, inside of Pickett. Pickett draws a double team, but a nice bounce pass to Kayvana with a pump fake for an easy layup, cutting the deficit to 8 points for the Lakers. 34-26 here with just under 2 minutes in the second quarter. As Cornfield drives left, kicks it inside. And Jones with a few pump fakes there, gets the foul called on the shot. Oswego coach and bench did not look happy there. Thought the defender was standing straight up, however, the ref thought different.
Yeah,
as 2 free throws will be coming up here.
Say be a little careful here because Buffalo State's got. There you go. Yeah, for Buffalo State at least, gotta be careful though. Because they give up another foul, and that's gonna put Oswego in the bonus. So you want to finish strong defensively and stay disciplined like they've done.
And the second free throw goes up, and it is good for Jones. Jones missed the first one, but converted on the second to make it a 9-point lead here for Buffalo State. 35-26 here with just around 1:30 left in this second quarter as Pickett tries to give it to Kavana, but it's intercepted from Cornfield, and she gets an easy layup on the other hand. Sometimes the best offense is no offense. If you play great defense, get an easy fast break like that, you can't ask for much more. 37-26 here, Buffalo State. As Giles has the ball up top for Lakers. Screen set on the left side from Pickett. Giles decides to pull for three and gets it to go for her fourth three-pointer of the game to make it 37-29, only an 8-point lead here for Buffalo State now.
I think Giles also wanted and won as well, but how about, 14 points in the first half alone? That's her highest so far this season, passing when they faced against Alfred in the opening season with 12 points.
Absolutely, she averages 10 points a game, and as you just said, she already has 14 in this first half, 4 of them being three-pointers. She is not hesitating and trying to keep her team still in this game. Only down 8 points right now. They still can't get quite there just yet, trying to take the lead, but they slowly keep trying to push back. What else do you think they should try to do? And what else can the Lakers do to help out Giles to get them back in this game?
Well, I would say Giles is the one for sure. I mean, we've seen her making three-pointers so far throughout this game, but I think sharing the ball as well, not only with Giles, get other players opportunities to put up some points as well, whether it go beyond the arc or try to go on top of the paint. It's important that you get the Lakers to score as many points as possible and allow fewer from their opponents as we're winding down the last minute.
And Giles on the right side, kicks it out to Kavana for three. It comes up short, but rebounded from Giles. Quick little skip pass into the middle. Gets deflected, recovered from Castiglione. And a hand check call on the Bengals. Foul be called on Adia Jones as the substitution comes in.
Yeah, and guess what? That also puts Oswego in the bonus.
Lakers are in the bonus, as we've been saying. Both teams have been very aggressive defensively and have worked wonders for them, but it could also be a detriment as well, putting the other team at the line. And the first free throw goes up for Castiglione, comes up short. And she will take the second one here. And the second free throw is good for Castiglione to make it 30-37. Lakers trail by 7 points here with 42 seconds left in this first half. And Josie Fleming running the offense here for the Bengals. A few off-ball screens happening. Over to Cornfield, pull-up jumper from the left side. Refs call it a two-pointer, making it 39-30 for Buffalo State. Just under 20 seconds left here. I think the Lakers will try to hold for one here as Kavana has the ball up top. Swinging around, Castiglione up top. Crossover left, spin back right, great move. Does not get the floater to go. Rebounded by Rollick. And on the pass from Rollick to Fleming, gets caught up with Giles of the Lakers, and the refs call a travel on the Bengals. The Lakers will take the ball out here with 3 seconds left in this first half, taking it out on the sideline here. Inbounded to Giles, pulls up for three, comes up short. And that will conclude the first half here after that missed shot. Buffalo State leads 39-30, as we have a very high-scoring first half here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're on pace, like I said before, to putting up at least 60 points. And, yeah, I think for Oswego, I think it's best that you have it at a 9-point margin here, even though you don't have to be aggressive because there's nothing urgent in trying to get the game close yet. Although I think it is important to reach towards the similar standards that Buffalo State is having in right now.
Yeah, both teams, definitely a high-scoring game. Both teams are scoring at will on some possessions. I expect that to maybe slow down a little bit in the second half. Maybe not see. There's been a ton of three-pointers in the first half. We'll see if that can continue. As we said, Giles has 4 three-pointers. The Bengals are 6 for 18 from the three-point line, and the Lakers are 5 for 17 from the three-point line. And the Bengals are 16 of 42 field goal shooting, as the Lakers are 11 of 33. And we are going to wrap it up here for halftime at the moment. Please stay tuned. We will be back here, WTOP 10's coverage here at Max Zeal Gymnasium. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to be underway on the second half of this Oswego State women's basketball game against Buffalo State Bengals. We're here at Maxfield Gymnasium with the halftime score being 39-30. Buffalo State has a comfortable 9-point lead. We've seen a lot of lead changes, a lot of offensive great plays, a lot of great plays defensively. Defense leading to offense, plays going back and forth, trading buckets. What do you think has been the story here in this first half so far, Trent?
Well, I think there's two players that come to my mind from each team. One of them is Giles putting up 14 points. I didn't think she would put that many points in a hurry up there. But one player in particular for Buffalo State, Adea Jones, number 21 for Buffalo State. So far, she's made 3 3-pointers in this game, making it 10 points. And for Giles, too, to add on another stat, 4 3-pointers in this game.
Yeah, as you just said, Jones with 10 points. Some of the other leading scorers, Villarini has 9 and Cornfield with 8 as the Bengals on the run right now. And Cornfield gets a fast break bucket. Thought she was fouled as well. That will make it 10 points for Deshawnee Cornfield to make it an 11-point lead for Buffalo State. As the Lakers have the ball up top, here's Giles on the right side of the wing. Between the legs, back and forth. Trying to cross up her defender. Dribbles to the left side of the perimeter. Toss it over to Castiglione. A little bit of a miscommunication error there. Ball goes out of bounds. Bengals have possession, leading by 11 points with just about 9 minutes left in this third quarter. And up top is Cornfield. Inside to Smith with a beautiful pass to make it a nice, easy left-handed layup on the cut middle from Smith. We'll make it a quick 13-point lead now. Went from 9 to 13 very quick in just a minute of this second half. As Giles on the right side of the floor, trying to work her defender. Top of the perimeter, over to Johnson. Johnson in the corner to Castiglione, trying to get in the post to Pickett. They're bringing a double team, though. Here comes Kayvana on the drive. And Kayvana with a great crossover to make it an easy right-handed layup. Corner to Smith when the Bengals on the run. Three-pointer does not go. Offensive rebound from Cornfield. Takes a power dribble, kicks it out. Three-pointer goes up, does not go for Jamie. Another offensive rebound. But Lakers finally come up with it as Johnson grabs the board, picks up her dribble. Lakers slow it down here as Castiglione bringing it up. Over to Giles on the right side. Quick pull-up three. Does not go. Rebounded by Jones. Bengals on the run. Up to Cornfield on the left side. Quick lefty floater off glass is good. To now make it a 13-point lead. 45-32. Bengals leading. Just under 8 minutes left in the first half. And a quick timeout is already called here from the Lakers head coach. Just 2 minutes and 14 seconds into this half. Buffalo State is not playing around. Up 13 points with 45-32. What do you think's been the difference?
Well, I would say turnovers from Oswego State offensively. That's been the result of Buffalo State taking it to a drive and putting up 2 points so far, and they're doing it so far. Great start for Buffalo State, trying to expand the lead, but for Oswego, you got to condense it somehow, and it comes with the clean ball movements and avoiding risky plays that could result in turnovers.
Yeah, as we were saying before, in the first half, Buffalo State has had a complete sense of urgency. They're not holding back. They're trying to get whatever they can. And it also seems like I noticed they're trying to bring more pressure on the Giles. Even on the inbound play at half court before I just saw, they brought a double team there, trying to get the ball out of her hands. They're also trying to lock off Pickett in the paint because she's done some damage in the paint, and that's where her best game is at. And they've been trying to deny the inside game there as well. So the defense has definitely been picking up here for Buffalo State, but we'll see if the Lakers can overcome it. Here's Giles up top. Pickett calling for the ball. Gets deflected and stolen from Cornfield on the run. Left-handed layup is good. And that will make it 47-32, Buffalo State, adding to Cornfield's 12 points now in the game. And ball goes out of bounds there for the Lakers. They will take it out on the baseline. Some screen set here in the corner to Pickett. Not a great pass there, off the hands of Pickett, out of bounds. Bengals ball. And here they come, Villarini leading the offense. Up top to Cornfield. Trying to find someone inside in the post. Keeps swinging it around. Villarini takes a right dribble. Pull up by the elbow. Doesn't get it to go. Rebounded Pickett. Giles on the run on the left side of the floor. Between the legs. Screen on the right-hand side from Pickett. Now a screen on the left-hand side from Pickett, but Giles pulls a three. Instead of using the screen, she decides to pull for her own three-pointer. Cut the deficit to 12 now for the Lakers, 47-35. Three-pointer goes up for Smith to answer on the Bengals, does not get it to go. Giles on the run. Bounce pass into Pickett down low. Kicks it out, Kayvana for three. Does not get it. And a great rebound by Cornfield as she is on the run. Villarini, 3-on-1. Extra pass to Smith for the easy layup. A great transition play there. And the Lakers running an offense here. Swings it over to Johnson on the left side of the wing. Top of the perimeter to Pickett. Takes a right-handed drive. Tries to draw some contact, doesn't get it. Cornfield on the go. Got numbers. Pull-up jumper from free throw line, doesn't go. Rebounded from Castiglione. She wanted a foul. Kayvana bringing up the ball for the Lakers. Crossover off the foot. Little sloppy there, but recovers. And the aggressive defense continues here from the Bengals, but a little too much there. A foul is called. Reach-in foul on Cornfield. So we have a couple substitutions here for both teams. Katie Lilly checks back into the game for the Lakers along with Raven Encarnacion. Giving Castiglione a break on the bench for a minute. Try to get it in there to Pickett in the post, but another hand check foul is called. The refs have really been big on the hand check fouls this game.
Yeah, I think at this point, you gotta calm your players down at this point for the Bengals.
And on the baseline, Giles inbounding. Throws a lob pass up, intended for Pickett, but doesn't get it to go. Gets it deflected. Easy, fast break here for Cornfield on the other hand. Making it 51-35, giving Buffalo State a comfortable 16-point lead. Encarnacion picks up her dribble, but finds Kayvana in the middle. Over to Katie Lilly. Quick jumper from mid-range corner, doesn't get it to go. And a hand check foul is called on the Lakers this time. So we saw Trent, the lead was at 9 coming into this third quarter. It's already at 16.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think this is the point where you have to start driving to the paint and not going for three-pointers. But the thing, though, is that, again, ball movements. They got to be clean on what they're supposed to do offensively.
And as a three goes up there for Grace Carey of the Bengals, comes up short, out of bounds. And the Lakers will get possession as Pickett gets a substitution here, takes a breather. Logan Niemczek taking her place as the Lakers bring up the ball here. Over to Katie Lilly. Quick bounce pass to Kayvana on the cut and gets the foul called. She will go to the line for two. We're looking at 51-35 here. Buffalo State leads against Oswego. Just about 5 minutes left in this third quarter. As Kayvana is at the line, we'll take 2 free throws here. First one is good. Make it 36-51. Second free throw is good as well. Cuts the lead down to 14 for the Bengals. Just under 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. As a great crossover from Villarini out to the corner, but the jumper does not go for Rollick. Almost a second chance opportunity, but Lilly comes down with a strong rebound for the Lakers. And a reach-in foul is called. And the ref actually called a jump ball on that play, and the possession arrow is in favor of the Bengals. And a timeout is called here. 4:46 left in the third period. Oswego down by 14 points, 51-37.
You know something, I think free throws could be another opportunity for the Lakers here. Just 2 for 2 of what we saw previous possession. But I think at this point still, you got to make some clean efforts on the ball movements from the offensive perspective of the Lakers. I still think they're trying to pass while you're on the run. That's going to cause the accuracy of the ball and which direction it's going to go, because sometimes you throw the ball on the run and it be a little bit slow, or you get that weird spiral that goes off of that throw. So I think it's important. You want to be clean. You want to be stable. You got to make sure you execute every play that's been going on for the Lakers. So I think that's one of the conversations that Coach Pinkleton's going to be talking about right here.
I couldn't agree more. I think the coach is definitely fired up, trying to get them going on the bench right now, trying to build their confidence up. I also think the Lakers have been playing a little more sloppy with their passes. They've thrown a couple lob passes, just a little careless bounce passes here or there. I think they just got to be more efficient with their passing, just not be as lackadaisical. And just be more fundamentally sound, get the ball moving. I think they can get right back in this game.
And there have been 3 turnovers that resulted in fast break points for the Bengals in this quarter that I've recorded.
And as the Bengals have an inbounds play as we speak, inbounded to Smith. Gets double teamed in the corner. And a great steal there from Encarnacion as the Lakers are on the run. Here comes Giles, top of the perimeter. Crossover middle, gives it to the corner. And a nice corner jumper from Niemczek on the left side to cut the Oswego's deficit to 12. Making it 51-39 with 4:20 left in the second period. Drive is Cornfield. Lefty floater goes up, doesn't get it. And rebounded there by Niemczek, and an over-the-back foul is called on the box out. And the Lakers look like they're moving in the right direction to try to get back into this game. Just had a nice jump shot on the other end, then a defensive stop just there. We'll see if they can continue this cycle, getting stops and getting buckets on the other end. Swings it over on the right side of the wing. Top of the perimeter is Giles. Pull up 3, goes up, and she gets it. And the ref marks that as a 2-pointer. It was close. Either way, she hits the shot to make it 41-51, making it a 10-point game now. But as I say that, a beautiful drive on the right side from Villarini. As Giles goes down, a little shaken up on the play. When she gets up, she seems to be okay as both teams applaud. And the Lakers have possession here. On the right side is Encarnacion. Pull-up jumper. Great offensive rebound there from Niemczek. And there was a drive there. I believe a blocking foul is called on the Bengals. This will send Encarnacion to the line to take her free throws. There's a couple substitutions here.
These players have been taking hard falls so far in this game.
It's definitely been an aggressive game. Bodies from both teams have been on the floor. And first free throw is no good from Encarnacion. As I mentioned, a substitution just occurred. Iglesias has checked back in for the Lakers. And the second free throw from Encarnacion is good to make it 53-42. Lakers still trail double digits, down by 11. And the drive by Cornfield. Pull-up jumper is good. A little bit of a mixture of a jumper and a floater there, left-handed off glass, to make it a 13-point lead here for Buffalo State. Encarnacion on the left side of the perimeter. Driving right, spinning back. Pull-up, doesn't get it to go. Rebounded Villarini, she's running. Pull-up jumper from the left elbow, short. Rebounded Cornfield, doesn't get it. And now Lakers are on the run. Kayvana in the left corner for three. Comes up short. Offensive rebound. A great offensive rebound there from Katie Lilly. Gets deflected out of bounds, however. Kayvana will take it out here on the baseline. And a couple off-ball screens trying to get someone open. Inside of Lilly in the post. Spin move. Right to left, draws the foul on the spin move. Double team there. She'll get sent to the line for 2 free throws here. And before those 2 free throws come, a timeout is called by the Bengals head coach.
You know something, Aiden? I actually like Lakers so far in this situation. Able to bounce back, pick up 6 points since their previous timeout. But still not enough, though. I mean, it's still a double-digit contest that we've got going on. At Buffalo State so far, I would say they still have that slight leverage, but they better not give up on it, though. You'd rather want to make field goals than to miss them, and they've done that so far, except once so far, making it a 13-point game.
Yeah, and the lead started to go into single digits there for the Lakers for a second, but Buffalo State just will not go away. And I think one of the key players right now, especially in this quarter, Tashani Cornfield, it seems like anytime the Lakers are coming back, she's on a fast break, leading her team, running and gunning, getting easy floaters inside, creating for other players. I think she's a big reason for this 13-point lead, now 12-point lead, after Lilly hits her first free throw for the Lakers. The second free throw is no good for Lilly. Rebounded by Cornfield. Here come the Bengals. Jamie on the run. Inside pass. Hook shot goes up from Braxton. Does not get it. But it is deflected out of bounds by the Lakers. The Bengals will retain possession. Inbounds play here. Moving without the ball, gets it to the corner to Villarini. For three, does not go. Rebounding Cornfield. Ball's on the ground. Ends up in the hands of Braxton. Braxton kicks it out, Villarini. Pull-up jumper from the right side. Doesn't go. Another offensive rebound. Goes up, doesn't go. Another offensive rebound. And Cornfield finally cleans it up after multiple second chances. And full court pressure here coming from Buffalo State. Lakers look a little frazzled.
That's a hard collision there.
Yeah, as you said, a little collision over by the bleachers. Girls seem to be okay, though.
Yeah.
And that was great full court pressure there from Buffalo State, wasn't it?
And I think at this point, you'd rather tone it down now from both teams, avoid any types of injuries.
And a pull-up jumper from the right corner is no good for Villarini. Here comes Kayvana on the run. On the left side of the floor, she's up top now. Kicks it out to Encarnacion. Encarnacion draws a blocking foul on Cornfield.
And it's not what Cornfield wanted to deal with. That's her fourth foul in the game. One of the first individuals to be in that foul trouble for the Bengals.
Yeah, as you said.
This is vital.
As you said, she's a key piece. Getting into foul trouble, she did not seem to like the call. She will take a rest here with that fourth personal. And the first free throw is no good from Encarnacion. She will take the second one here. And the second free throw is good. I'll cut the deficit to 13 points for the Lakers. We're looking at 57-44 Buffalo State with 1:43 left in the second quarter as Buffalo State looks to keep this lead going. Fleming running the offense for the Bengals. Over to Villarini. And an illegal screen is called. I believe that's the first one of this game.
And she, too, is dealing with her fourth foul of the game.
As you said, that was a big foul. Jones does not seem to like the call on that. Another key player getting into foul trouble. First Cornfield, then her. Let's see if the Lakers can take advantage with two of the Bengals' top players on the bench. As Lily swings it over to Pickett. Pickett up top for the Lakers. Encarnacion on the right wing. Iglesias up top. Throws a lob pass. Gets intercepted. Bit of a sloppy pass there. But then the Bengals also just throw a sloppy pass there. Goes out of bounds. Rollick tried to move the ball off the floor in the fast break there. Got a little ahead of herself, though. The Lakers will get possession back as Iglesias facing the full court pressure. It throws a pass to Lily. Over to Pickett on the left side of the floor. They beat the press. Iglesias running the offense up top. They seem to be bringing a double team. Over to Kavana. Does not get the three to go on the left side of the wing. Here comes Jamie on the run. Jamie over to Villarini for three. Gets it to go to make it 60-44. Villarini been the leading scorer all year for the Bengals, finally starting to show what she's made of, as Lily on the drive for the Lakers on the other way. Great strong take, doesn't get the finish. Villarini coming back, 30 seconds left in this third period. Oswego trails 60-44. Three-pointer is up, and it is good for Jamie. Via Jamie making it 63-44 as the Lakers push it up with 10 seconds left. Encarnacion for three from the corner, gets it to go. 47-63, 3 seconds left for the Bengals. Villarini puts it up, does not go. And that is now a 16-point lead here for Buffalo State, 63-47. Anytime it seems like the Lakers are getting back into this, Buffalo State just keeps throwing it back on.
Yeah, and I think it's their utilization of the timeout in the middle of this quarter has been the reason for it there. And here they are now, 16-point game. And it's important, too, like we said before, there are a couple players from Buffalo State's side that are in foul trouble territory. In other words, having 4 fouls in this game. So you cannot lose your key players because it could change the outcome of this game, whether they be still leading or if they give up that lead.
It definitely could change the outcome of this game. I couldn't agree more. And I think that's what the Lakers really have to take advantage of, especially in these first few minutes of this fourth quarter. If I had to take a guess, he's probably going to keep the Bengals coach is probably going to keep the players with foul trouble on the bench for just a few minutes in this fourth quarter, give them some rest, and they have a comfortable 16-point lead. The Lakers got to try to take advantage of that with 2 of their key players on the bench.
Yeah, looks like the Lakers are in a very comfortable position, though. There are a couple of players, Encarnacion and Pickett, that right now have committed 2 personal fouls in this game. So they're more disciplined than the Bengals have been throughout this game. And I think it's going to be also very important, too, that they still remain on the court and not give up that leverage that they're trying to fight on against Buffalo State right here. So it's going to be important that they catch up to the Bengals right here.
And we are underway here in the fourth quarter as the Lakers take a quick 3 there from Encarnacion, does not go. So we are at the start here of the fourth, as I said, 63-47, Buffalo State leads. And a quick kick out for the Bengals for 3. Does not go. Here comes Giles on the other end, behind the back. Up top, Encarnacion. Kavana up top now. Crossover left, behind the back right. Kicks it out to Pickett. Pickett to Giles. Encarnacion on the left perimeter. Drives middle right. Uses her body to box out the defender. Back out up top. Pump fake. Encarnacion on the drive. Floater goes up and is good. Off glass with tight defense on her as well to cut the deficit to 14 for the Lakers. That Encarnacion bucket. As the Bengals moving it around here. And on the drive. Tries to go into 3 defenders there. Jamie could not get it to go. Gets rejected as Giles with her famous one-handed pass into the corner. Encarnacion could not get the 3 to go. Bengals try to run on a quick, fast break there. Got a little ahead. Ball goes out of bounds, though. Lakers will get the ball back.
Well, how about Lily, though? Let's give her the recognition because that previous play, she put up her 5th block of the game. She's been one outstanding defensive player for the Lakers tonight.
Absolutely, and coming off the bench, too. She's doing a great job off the bench. As Pickett takes it to the rim, strong side on the right, gets the foul call. She'll be going to the line for 2. .8:24 left in this 4th period. Buffalo State still leads 63-49 as Pickett will be taking her free throws. First one is no good for Pickett.
I mean, those free throws have become a struggle for the Lakers in the previous 3 quarters.
And misses the second. It definitely has. And at this point of the game, those missed free throws definitely start to add up as time continues to run down. 8:15 left in this 4th quarter. And Kuthbing on the drive, kicks it out into the corner. And a great up and under move from Xavier Jamie there. Bit of a miscommunication there from the Oswego defense. Didn't seem like no one knew who was covering her on that possession. As we kick it out to Giles up top. Giles does not get the 3 to go. And Villarini setting up the offense for the Bengals. Inside to Smith. Quick jumper in the post. No hesitation. To now make it an 18-point lead for the Bengals as they continue the full court pressure on the Lakers. Lakers break the press. Kayvana on the run. Draws a double team. Picks up her dribble, gets stuck. Ball's on the floor, and the Bengals recover it. As Villarini starting to slow things down here as they have an 18-point lead with 7:10 left in this 4th quarter. Over to Kuthbing on the right wing.
Aiden, I think you're absolutely right. I think we're seeing the mass confusion going on from the Lakers on both sides of the court.
Definitely on both sides of the court, as you said. The Lakers seem to be a little frazzled. Even on that drive there from Kayvana recently, it seemed like they were about to have an easy, fast break. They had numbers. She picked up her dribble, tried to force a pass, got deflected. Going to have to limit that sloppy play if they want to get back in this game. Down 18 points is Oswego with 7 minutes left. This 4th quarter, the score is 67-49.
This is urgency right there at this point, and I think Coach Pingleton's now going to have to come up another maneuver because they've had chance after chance and plan after plans in creating the opportunity in a way to narrow that margin. And like you said before in the previous half, anytime there's been an opportunity for the Lakers rallying in a 6-2 run or something analogous to that, it would be overdriven by Buffalo State's resiliency in picking up their 6 points as well in their run. Maybe even more sometimes.
Absolutely. Just when you think the Lakers are going to get back into it, they're hitting some buckets, hitting 3-pointers, making shots inside. But Buffalo State is not giving up. They are not taking their foot off the gas pedal, and that's why their lead is even extended. At halftime, it was only a 9-point lead, bumped up to around 15, hovering around there in the 3rd quarter. Now it's all the way up to 18. And with just about 7 minutes left, Oswego's really going to have to tighten it up defensively, try to get out on the fast breaks with not much time left on the clock, and just keep moving the ball. And I think Giles has really got to be the key here. She's been the key all game. 4 3-pointers. If she can get that 3-point shot going again, maybe they could have a chance. It's going to be tough, though. As the Bengals inbound the ball, Villarini has it up top. Swings it over to Fleming. In the middle, corner 3 goes up. Air ball, rebounded by Encarnacion. Giles on the run, one-handed pass. Kayvon on the left side of the wing, strong take. Draws the contact down the left baseline, and she will be heading to the line. The defense has definitely been key on Danielle Kayvana as well. As we've said, she's the leading scorer for the Lakers this season, averaging 15.6 points per game. And she's still being aggressive, though. They're bringing a lot of double teams at her, putting a ton of different defenders at her, throwing different people on her, but she's still being aggressive as she draws the foul there, driving to the baseline as she hits the first free throw as well. Hits the second free throw is Kavana to make it 67-51. Oswego still trails 16 by 16 with 6:35 left in this fourth quarter. Bengals moving the ball around. Left perimeter, three-pointer goes up. Comes up short, rebounded by Smith. Smith with a little dump pass over to Villarini, and Villarini gets the foul called. Definitely a lot of fouls called this game.
Oh, yeah, that tells you a lot with the aggressiveness as we have seen so far throughout the majority of this game.
Yeah, both teams are definitely not afraid to take it straight to the hoop. As both free throws are hit from Villarini to make it 69-51 Buffalo State with 6:20 left in this fourth quarter as Giles pulls up for three, but it comes up short for the Lakers. Rebound to Kavana. Inside to Pickett, right elbow, drives, Euro step, gets the bucket off glass. A beautiful move there from Pickett. I'll make the score 53-69. Oswego still trails. Just under 6 minutes left in this game. And Bengals seem to be trying to get everyone involved, moving it around, but it is picked off by Encarnacion on the run. Tries to get a quick little shuffle pass there to Kavana, tipped out of bounds. And Giles will be inbounding the ball here. Into the corners, Encarnacion. Pickett is wide open inside. Uses her body over the defender to get an easy bucket. Positions herself 55-69. 5:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Villarini calling out a play for the Bengals. Moving it around the perimeter. Smith is up top. Into Smith, inside is wide open. And what a beautiful pass from Riley Dahman on the left side of the perimeter for an easy layup to make it 71-55 as Pickett has the ball for the Lakers. Kavana crossover left and gets rejected. That's another great rejection there from Zavia Janey. I mean, between her and Jones, we've been seeing rejections like this all game, haven't we, Trent?
Yeah, absolutely. But how about the Bengals, though? They have 4 players that have scored at least 10 points in this game. Let's not forget the recognition for this team offensively.
Absolutely. The scoring is definitely well balanced. As the ball is inbounded here for the Lakers, Kavana over to Lilly. Lilly back to Kavana up top. And it is picked off by Cornfield, and she is on the run. Nobody is even near her for an easy layup. And she's been doing that all game.
Oh,
getting
absolutely.
deflections, getting steals, leading the fast breaks. And there's another careless pass from the Lakers, this time Giles, to lead for another Bengals fast break, but the layup does not go. Lakers got lucky there as Kavana pushed it up to Encarnacion. And Encarnacion gets called for a charge. There have been multiple charge calls this game. And that is another one there called on Raven Encarnacion. It'll be Bengals ball here with 4:20 left in this game. It's getting to be a little tough here, down 18 with only 4 minutes left for the Lakers.
There's frustration. There's no doubt about that. I mean, teams hate to lose. I know what it's like to lose. It's no fun. But you have to control your emotions to this game because you don't want to be seeing a game or some sort of period as two-pointer just makes it in after a roundabout. But it's very important to hold your emotions in and try to finish up this game without having to be fouled out.
Absolutely. As you could just see right there, Smith just had a wide-open layup. No one was even near her for the Bengals. You could definitely see that Oswego's a bit frazzled. They're a bit out of place defensively right now. And now the lead is to 20 points for Buffalo State to make it 75-55 with 3:48 left in this fourth quarter. As a substitution here for the Lakers, Katie Lilly takes a seat, and Johnson comes in to replace her for these final 3:48 in this game. Three-pointer goes up for the Lakers, no good. Here comes Villarini on the right side of the floor, slowing it up here with their comfortable lead. Guarded up closely by Iglesias. Giles guarding Cornfield up top. Villarini with a wide open three. There's a foul called on the floor, however.
We've also seen a lot of hard collisions, too. It's just too much aggressiveness, as we've been saying a lot.
Absolutely, and the refs are definitely trying to keep it in check. As we see another foul is called there, and that will be an offensive one on the Bengals before the inbound is made. And the Lakers will bring the ball back now with 3:28 left in this game, 75-55 still. Buffalo State with the lead. As Giles brings it up, guarded closely by Villarini, as she has been all game. And another foul is called. This one off the ball.
You know what? That's going to put Oswego in the bonus, too.
What's interesting, too, is a lot of these fouls, I feel like, are called off the ball, too. It's not even the person handling the ball.
Yeah, it's very interesting with the calls between both sides on fouls of which neither players have been having possession of the ball.
And the first free throw is good there. For Encarnacion, she'll take a second. Second one is good as well.
And I do question if we're getting this sense of tension that's rising up between both teams. It's not at its boiling point yet, but
I definitely think it could be heading in that direction. As we said, Oswego's definitely got to be a little frustrated, down by 18 at this point in the game. But as we've been saying too, Buffalo State is not taking their foot off the gas pedal, so it's going to stay aggressive until that clock hits zero. No matter what the score is, I think both teams are going to keep the aggression up. We got some bench players coming in trying to prove their worth, trying to get as much out of their minutes as they can. And yeah, this aggression is not going to go anywhere no matter what the score is.
Yeah, absolutely. But both teams have fought their guts off. There's no question about that. I think after seeing the first quarter and seeing where their pace is at right now, I would say it's about as nearly accurate as we've anticipated throughout this game between both teams and their aggressiveness here. But Buffalo State, I would say, is the one that's likely going to prevail unless something were to occur in these last 3:15 left.
And the Lakers try to bring a little full court pressure here as the Bengals are slowing it down. Villarini has the ball up top. Drives down the left side. And Iglesias tried to draw the charge, but they call a blocking foul instead. Pinkerton of the Lakers does not like the call. As Villarini will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Meanwhile, there's a chirping match going on between referee and Coach Pinkerton.
Yeah, it seems like Pinkerton definitely believes that Iglesias had the position for that charge call. However, they called it a block. As Villarini hits 2 for 2 free throws to make it a 20-point lead for the Bengals. 77-57 here with 3 minutes left in this game. Giles brings it up, swings it over to Johnson on the left wing. Drives down the right side, down middle. Handoff to Pickett. Gets deflected, but Encarnacion recovers. Spin move right to left. Floater up, no good. Rebounded, but deflected. Gets back in the hands of Iglesias. Swings it over to Giles. Giles back to Iglesias on the right wing. Pump fake. Tries, floater goes up. Tries to draw contact. No foul is called. As Villarini running the offense once again for the Bengals, trying to slow it down here with 2:20 left in this ball game. Still holding a 20-point lead against the Lakers, 77-57. As Villarini pulls up for 3, does not go. Iglesias with the rebound, middle of the court. Trying to run the break, kicks it out. Giles for 3, does not get it. Offensive rebound, Johnson. Out to Iglesias for 3, gets it to go. And a great second chance opportunity there to make a 3-pointer. 77-60, Buffalo State still holds on with a big lead. 1:45 left in this game. Villarini slowing it down between the legs. Gets over to Cornfield for three, does not get it. Rebounded Pickett. Giles on the run, left side of the floor. Quick crossover, dices up the defender. Back out to Iglesias for another three. Comes up short, rebounded Giles, however. Up top is Giles, over to Pickett. Giles up top gets a screen from Iglesias. Pull-up jumper from the right elbow is good for Giles to make it 62-77 with just a minute left. Love to see the Lakers are still playing hard, even being down 15 points with a minute left. The full court pressure is still there. Aggression is still there from both teams.
Oh, yeah, and how about Giles, too? The first game with at least 20 points in this game, currently has 21 points in this game. She's been awesome for this Lakers team.
Absolutely, she's been doing it all from the outside with her three-pointers we've seen, her one-handed passes, her fast breaks. It's unfortunate that the Lakers couldn't seem to get it done here with all of her big performances from tonight, as the Bengals are moving it around, trying to run some clock here with this big, comfortable lead. And the shot clock running down, 3 seconds left. A three-pointer goes up, and that is no good from Sims. As we are winding towards the end of this one, just under 40 seconds left. There's a couple substitutions come in here for the Lakers. Seems like Coach Pinkerton's gonna get some of his bench players in, give them a chance for these last 40 seconds. As Claire Skoronsky comes in for the Lakers. And Sarah Snavlin at the line for the Bengals. Hits her first free throw, will take her second. And second free throw comes up short. Rebounded by Skoronsky, gets it over to Giles on the right side of the floor. Into the corner to Skoronsky. And deflected, intercepted by the Bengals. They are on the run. And that will be an easy layup. No, it comes off as Giles gets the rebound. One-handed pass to Pickett. Pickett kicks it out. Three-pointer left side of the wing is no good for Skoronsky, but an offensive rebound is there. Cleaned up by Pickett to make it 64-78 with 10 seconds left here in this game. And intercepted. Layup does not go. Giles gets offensive rebound. Dribbling it out here for three. Comes up short as the clock winds down to 0. The final score here at Maxfield Gymnasium, 78-54. Buffalo State takes the win, putting their record now to 4-2. Oswego now falls down to 3-5 after coming off a loss to Cortland. Now they lost to Buffalo State by 14. What do you think was the key factor for the Buffalo State's win tonight?
Well, I think the key factor really is taking advantage of the turnovers. We saw in the beginning of the third quarter what was 3 turnovers that resulted in getting fast break points from them, and that's why they were able to expand their lead to where it is now. And meanwhile for Oswego, at least for Giles, she had a great game, putting up 21 points in this game. A lot of misses, a lot of opportunities made there, but overall just an outstanding career-high game for her in terms of earning the points, which is 21.
Yeah, and I think a big key part, too, for Buffalo State was just how balanced their scoring was. We said beforehand how Villarini is usually the key star, 27 points per game. Cornfield averaging 16 points per game. And they both had fantastic games, but there was a lot of good help off the bench and from the other starters to give them help. It wasn't as much of a dominant performance from them. It was very well balanced. And they were able to get it done both offensively and defensively to give them a comfortable 14-point win over Oswego. We want to thank you guys for tuning in for this WTOP 10 broadcast here of this Oswego women's basketball game. I've had a great time hosting today as your play-by-play commentator, Aiden Donnellan, with my color commentator here, Trent Wilkinson. And we appreciate you guys tuning in. We have a men's game coming up right after, so stay tuned. And good night.